Hello and good morning to you, or good afternoon, depending on what side of the world you may live on. It's morning here where I am, and I wanted to share with you guys another hair treatment, or more like as the video title is, it's a daily leave-in conditioner, and it's something that I do to kind of extend product. But I'm showing you here the salve that I make. I DIY like a salve for my daughter's hair and my hair, and it's mostly shea butter with some rosemary. No, I beg your pardon, not rosemary. It's shea butter with sandalwood and coconut oil, and then of course oils here, mostly grapeseed oil and olive oil. I think there's also a little bit of coconut oil, but I try to DIY most of or use as natural products as possible on both my hair and my daughter's hair. I will say this though, I've kind of leaned away from using as much coconut oil and there's another oil. I think it's the avocado oil. I've leaned away from those because I'm noticing that my hair is a little more brittle, might be a little sensitive to those oils, but I do put small amounts in both of these so that I'm not using as much of it. But nevertheless, this video is to share with you how I extend my favorite products. As you can see there's my aloe vera plant, and I clipped a portion of it, not realizing that I shouldn't have clipped it like that. When my dad saw it, he was like, no, don't ever do that. Don't ever clip it like that. Always go all the way at the base of it to clip it if you're going to clip it off. He showed me that some of the darkest areas or the stems that are that I can clip off and use because they're aging. So I guess I needed to sit with him and learn a little more. Now I have a piece right here that's starting to decay out, and I want to use it. I don't want it to waste. So my goal for this video was to make sure that I share with you how to use real life things. Like, this plant is alive, of course, everybody knows that. And you know, and the products that I do find most healthy, or you know, that really does work on my hair and my daughter's hair, I wanted to extend the benefits of it, and not only that, I wanted to conserve having to go into town to purchase. I wanted to conserve it when I did purchase it. So what I want to share with you is the ingredients that I'll be using, which is aloe vera and some clean water. In my area, we have a company called Kentwood. It's bottled water. And then some vegetable glycerin. I got this from a store in my area, like a similar to a Whole Foods store, but it's not Whole Foods. And then my favorite, absolute favorite hair care leave-in conditioner is Giovanni. And I just find that my hair is much more manageable, and I love the way that my hair absorbs this product, and it seems like maybe for like 6 or 7 days I can still see see the condition of my hair is very nice, and it's not really spread out like. But the essential oils that I am choosing to use to extend the Giovanni leave-in is orange essential oil and sandalwood. Now let me say this, the sandalwood oil is very, very expensive, at least in my area. That little 10 milliliter bottle is like 35, 40 bucks or more. So let's get started with this. So I'm going to gently tug away, if possible, this part here, this stem here. And I just want to cut off the decayed part. And then I want to peel it. Now some people use the entire stem, when including like the outer skin of it, but I don't. There's like a filament or some type of you'll see what I'm referring to, that very slimy gel-like part. I don't like that part to be used because it's not only it's bitter to the taste, so I could only imagine what it would be like if I were to use all of it. And then I have another aloe vera plant that I did have that I showed you earlier that I needed to finish using it or I would lose it. This plant, I don't know why, but once I transplanted it, it was much smaller than this, a whole lot smaller than this. And as she is beginning to grow, she's like leaning, and so I don't know. I'm gonna have to transplant this one again, but not right now. I'm gonna do that another time. But I want to show you how I peel and extract the aloe vera gel that's on the inside. You will need a knife. Be careful. And you cut the spine on either side. If you have a paring knife, that works perfectly. And something and now it will get very, very slippery, as you'll be able to see. And all that is the gel on the inside. That's the good stuff. And you want to have some water nearby, or you can rinse it off in the sink. The gel part, you can rinse it in the sink. It gets a little slippery to hold. I've seen some aloe vera gel stems that are so beautiful and big and thick. My dad has some on his property, but I don't have any here where I live. But you can see that slimy part? I really don't want that in the leave-in conditioner, so I'm going to clean it as much as possible, and then I'm going to pass this part over water. And the idea that I have in my head is that I could leave this in a whole state or semi-whole state. Of course, maybe making it a little smaller to insert into the jar, and just allow the particles, allow the gel itself to break down from the water content and the leave-in conditioner, the Giovanni leave-in conditioner, to automatically break it down, along with every once in a while. You know how you shake up your bottle when you're wanting to make sure all the product is distributed throughout the water when you go to spray it. So I'm hoping that that little bit of agitation, along with the sandalwood, very natural, very very good essential oil used for hair growth, along with the orange oil, which, you know, is just something for scents, for the essence of smell, so to speak. Very real quick note, there's not a bad odor or anything. I just, by choice, wanted to add a little more smell to it, so to speak. But I'm hoping that just by adding the gels, it will break down naturally without me having to manipulate it or cut it as much. And not only that, I would get the benefits of having the gel break down, and then I can absorb it through my hair, through my scalp, and it's all around natural. So that's the whole idea behind extending the Giovanni leave-in conditioner. It's assisting it with other natural products. And as you can see, if you read the back side of the bottle, the Giovanni leave-in conditioner bottle, a good portion of the ingredients is so natural. All right, so now what I have here is just a funnel, and I'm pouring some of my water into my bottle. And I mean, use your fair judgment. You don't want to, you know, pour like to where it's overflowing, but you want at least, I think I used here like 4 to 6 ounces, and that was more than enough. And then I'm eyeballing it here, roughly approximately a tablespoon of glycerin. And of course, if well, actually not of course, but glycerin is a natural humectant. And what that means basically is that it will attract moisture. And if you're a natural hair wearer, then water is like your best friend, in my opinion, because you want to retain the moisture content in the hair for the curls, because we all know that with our hair being so curly, our oils, our natural oils, take some time to get all around and coat every strand of our hair. Well, if we use water and humectants, especially natural humectants, right, then we will reap the benefits of having moisturized hair, and we will also reap the benefits of having the hair sealed in with our oils. And here I'm using some essential oils. If you want to, if you have a budget for it, I encourage you to use sandalwood, or purchase some sandalwood and use it sparingly. It doesn't take many drops. I'm talking like maybe 5 to 7 drops of it. This little bitty bottle has lasted me so long, maybe like a month or two probably, because I use it sparingly. I don't use a whole lot. Now once I've gathered all of my ingredients into my applicator bottle, give it a good shaking. Go ahead and agitate the water some. And like I said, I'm hoping that that little shake will do enough each morning to break off the gel by itself, like just to allow it to break by itself. And remember what I said, like reading the backside of the bottle, the Giovanni bottle. That's something to really incorporate into like any time you're purchasing a over-the-counter or a store-bought product, because excuse me, I'm sorry. Most of the time, the first 3, maybe 4 products is exactly like the most of the highest content of product in the product. So if it starts with agua, or that's water, or if it says water, you know, that's a very good product, because you don't want to be putting all sorts of stuff in your hair, especially when it comes to chemicals that you can't even pronounce, right? But if you do have your phone, you could always Google it real quickly, check out its purpose, and see what it's used for, and if it's safe for hair, safe for skin, you know, and you could gather a lot just real quickly in the store. But yeah, frugal on purpose, folks, and just wanted to share that with you, and I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and click here to subscribe. My name is Sonia B. Dorsey. As always, God bless you and have a wonderful day. Bye.